Pretty girl's talking to me today. Hey. Yeah. What's going on? Where are your calves, huh? They're over in the shade? You wanna let me pet you? You guys are friendly. Your calves maybe over in the shade, huh? Hot out here, huh? Number 44? Number 44? You're soft. Yes, you are. You're a good cow. I don't think a cow has ever let me pet him like this. Yeah. Yeah. She's pretty. She's got some red to her. Of course, a lot of times these cows or horses that are black, they get kind of red in the sun because of how the sun is just so hot here. You know, it's like 100 degrees every day for 3 months in a row. This one over here is interesting with the spots on her face. She's got a little tuft on her belly. You can't really see it here. I don't think she's part Brahmin. I would say she's like Brahmin and Angus, which they call Brangus around here. It's been a while since I've seen one. The white one over there, she's good for this area because of her color. Keeps her cooler, but the problem with that is they get eye problems because of how light colored their fur is, their coats. With your white horses too, same thing, kind of like how you see the football players and they put that black stuff under their eyes to help with the glare. Sometimes you have to do that with a light colored horse or a cow around here because their eyes can get really affected. Haven't had a white horse in a long time. I had a white horse and a red one. Sorrel is what they call a red horse, sorrel colored. And then I had a black horse. But like I was saying, in the summertime, you'd kind of have a red sheen. So you could see this cow. She's black as midnight, except for like right at the top where her withers are. I don't know if you can see it on this camera. She's got some red on her. That's from the sun bleaching her out. They're pretty cute in the wintertime. Cows, they get this, cows and horses, they get a coat on them that is just, it's like a sweater. They look all woolly. And you would think that it doesn't get cold here, but it really does. It gets, a lot of times it's actually colder here than it was in New York. But it doesn't stay as cold, like the average isn't as cold. So we would get like below zero temperatures and then it would go up to 70. Whereas in New York, it never does that. It's pretty much always, stays around 30, 40 degrees in the wintertime. Here, we'll have a 70-degree day and then the next day it'll be 20 because a storm will come in. We get a lot of Canadian storms come down. Call them blue northers here. And you can read some of the accounts of the settlers when they first came here, and there were storms that were so bad that they'd freeze the horses in place overnight, right? And the thing about these animals is like they're so big and warm because they're fermenting all the time, right? They're fermenting that grass in their bellies all the time with that bacteria, making volatile fatty acids that it actually makes them warm because they're always digesting. So that helps them, plus they get that fur coat. And most of the time, horses and cows, especially cows, like they don't really even notice the weather. Most of the time, they'll be like, oh, it's really cold, let me go stand. They try to get out of the wind. That's kind of their MO. Horses can be a little more frou-frou. Like they'll maybe go to the barn. Horses are scared of everything, I swear. But I guess that's how they lasted so long in this world. They're fast. Oh, look. See, there's a 5G tower over there. See it? Yeah, even out here, you got them. Really gearing up to screw with us, aren't they? Oh well, I don't know. Hopefully we can wake more people up. I think one of the good things is just stay out of the TV, stay out of their stores, support local business. You know, the people that you know, they have their business, you know, and talk to them and have an understanding that, you know, I don't tell on you and you don't tell on me, right? Like, they want to set up this big old snitch society, and for some reason people want to be loyal to the government, but they don't want to be loyal to their own neighbor. So that's kind of how I see it. Like I was telling my mom, you know, some of these students are coming to her to be taught piano with masks on, and you know, I would just straight up tell them, like, you don't have to wear a mask. You don't want to. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not wearing a mask either, you know. Just an understanding between people, because we need to trust each other more than we trust the government. It's like I always say, nobody that lives in a mansion gives a damn about you. Like, why do people imagine that some king in a castle or some billionaire in a mansion cares about them so much, right? Because they tell you they care about you? You know? It's kind of funny. I don't know how we imagine that, you know, a lot of people's own families can't get along and screw them over. But you imagine some guy living the high life, you know, with his own private jet, cares so much about you. Pretty silly. Well, my mom's doing better today. Got to try to get her to drink some goat milk. She is so brainwashed. You know, I remember back in the 80s when they started pushing the skim milk on us, and we bought some and tasted it, and we were like, oh God, that's horrible. But we kept drinking it because it's what's supposedly healthy. Not realizing, you know, that's how you fatten up pigs. It's with skim milk. And that's what they've been doing to us, right? Fatten us up like pigs, so we can't think or act. So, you know, she's like, whenever I give her a sip of like real milk, she's like, ooh. I'm like, Mom, you're just brainwashed for the last like 30 years of drinking that trash. They actually they ruin your taste buds to what is really good for you. And they've been studying us, you know, like with Cinomics, Pepsi Cola and Lay's and all that. Like, they know when they tell you can't just eat just one, they know. Because it's fried in seed oil. So the body never ever reaches a point of satiety with seed oil. If it was fried in lard or tallow, the body would get a signal, oh, you know, I've got my fat soluble vitamins. But it never does. Same thing with skim milk. You keep looking and looking and looking for the fat. The fat's what keeps you alive. The fat's what makes you healthy. Because we can't make it ourselves, right? Like you see those cows back there. They're fermenting grass in their rumen to make volatile fatty acids. You know, they're not running around insulin spiking all day. They're running around in ketosis. Humans are like the only creature that seems determined to ruin their own diet. Oh, these are so pretty. These little flowers that grow on the road. They're usually a little more pink than that. Interesting. Hopefully later on we'll have like the Indian paintbrushes and the blue bonnets here in Texas, and I'll show you those. Sides of the roads get really beautiful here towards like the end of the summer, early fall. I went over yesterday up to Collinsville, and when you're on 377 there's a lot of horses, and they're all born in the spring. It's really cute to go over. So you have some more wildflowers there. It's really fun to go over in the springtime and see all the little babies that are born, all the little foals. They're so cute. And they're running around chasing each other and stuff. You know, and they're all legs and nose at that point. Anyways, it's good to be back somewhere a little more sane. Hopefully we can, ooh, look, I think that's a 5G tower over there too. I'm using my fingers lately a lot. I don't know. That's not what I was looking at, darn it. That was there. That looks like a tower to me. Okay, well, back to walking. Talk to you later.